Hello, everyone, and welcome to the incredibly influential and highly successful podcast. I'm incredibly influential.
And I'm Maxwell, and I'm highly successful.
Oh, shit. Oops. I forgot. I'm Kael, and I'm incredibly influential. Hi, everyone.
Nailed
That was
it.
stupid. Yep. The best fucking intro we've ever had in our entire lives.
Ever
Anywho,
yet.
yeah, exactly. Today is Wednesday, June 7th, 2023, as we are recording this.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna check.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're right.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah, and this is the first episode that I'm recording from within my new house. So that's pretty cool.
Whoa.
I would argue. I would say that's pretty epic. But
How's it look? Empty? Tell us.
No.
Let's get a description of it, because obviously we can't see your house.
Yeah, that's true. So you come in the front door. I've got
Psh,
a couple
boring.
of No,
Is that
most
the
of
only
time,
way in?
No, I go in the back door mostly.
All right, let's get some honesty here.
Yeah.
Right, we need to be raw.
Yeah. Most of the boxes are unpacked by now. I've got a couple that I just need to do later, but most of them right now are unpacked, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty epic. It's mostly dog proofed.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You gotta get it dog proofed first.
Yeah, because my dog is an absolute shithead. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, it's like we're just, it is mostly pretty empty. I need to get some more furniture, but I've got bookshelves up in my front room. I've got like a dining room set that was left over from the previous owner. She didn't want to take it with her, so I just have a nice little dining room set. I've got a nice little kitchen. I've got my own microwave. My air fryer's coming up on Friday. Oven, fridge, dishwasher, sink.
Wow. It sounds like a real house.
It is. It's a real fucking house. It's crazy. Who'd have thought? Who would have thought that I would be living in a house?
It's saying something. You really have to ask that.
Yeah, and I think, yeah.
We might not have an answer. It might have been nobody. Unless you can list off anybody who you think could have thought, just for a second, that you could have owned a house.
Yeah, I mean, that is if you had those sort of doubts about me, I get it. That's probably pretty fair, but
but they're definitely gone now.
I mean, yeah, exactly, right? I'm in a house. I'm housed. I am a housed person. Yeah, so I've got most of my setup here. I just need...
Is it in your dining room?
No.
All we've heard about is your dining room.
Oh, so my kitchen, right? In between my kitchen and my dining room, there's a little sort of built-in desk type thing, and
into the house.
Yeah, like in So right in front of me are the stairs that go down to my basement, because it's like a bungalow. It's not very big on either the first or the ground floor or the basement, but the basement is sort of like what the upstairs would be. So yeah, so I just I hang out right here. There's right up against the stairs, like the wall that has the railing that goes down the stairs. There's just like a little desk type thing built into the house, and yeah, it's got a couple of drawers, and I just have my PC set up here. Partially, I still need another of my monitors and another of my HDMI cables to come up here, but I've got most of my setup here, which is pretty cool.
Well, you're talking here now, so
yeah,
you must have enough.
It's certainly set up to do the podcast. Basically any work I could feasibly do it just wouldn't be as convenient um, without my other monitor. So I'm just waiting for that. And then I'll really be, back streaming, doing that sort of thing, because I've kind of been taking a hiatus to just move everything in. And plus, my mom is here, and it's a very small house, and I tend to get very loud. So so that just
Great.
tends to, yeah.
They gotta get used to that.
Yeah, well, pretty soon it's just gonna be me and well, right now it's just me, but me and the dog, it's just gonna be
Oh,
me and him
yeah.
against the world.
Like
Yeah.
your dog is gonna help make things any quieter in this small
Uh
space.
most of the time he's fairly quiet. He just barks a little bit,
Just
That's
a little.
yeah, he's not.
Okay. So that's
Yeah.
not so bad. So you'll be the loud one.
Yeah.
Nice. You'd
Yeah.
be like, here's me and here's my dog. I'm the loud one.
Yeah. Um what he uh lacks in loudness, he makes up for in being a shit.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Just
yeah,
tell your
that's
neighbors, don't worry. He will mainly be my problem.
yeah.
Right? He will
Yeah,
be more
definitely.
he will be more my problem than yours than
Yeah.
it will ever be for you.
I mean, that is very correct. That is very correct. But yeah, I guess yeah, it's mostly just, it's me and him, and we're going to be vibing. I had before we started the podcast, I had a long period like that when my parents were out. They took the other dog and they went out to California to take care of my grandma before she died, and that
So
was
how recent was that?
that. So we started the podcast in like April 26th. I think they came back around um Easter 2022. So that, yeah, about a year and 3 months ago
Oh,
is when that ended. But yeah, yeah, and it was just me and Buster for about 5 months. So it's really nothing new other than like I officially own the house. Um,
yeah.
but like yeah, but like other than that, it's not really all that different, and so I'm ready for it.
Sweet. It's a new whatever you want to call it.
Brand new, brand new day, brand new everything.
Yes. A lot
Yeah,
of new going on.
it is, and
Same
it
dog.
yeah, same dog, but like everything else is different. Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird, but I mean, I'm used to it at this point. I'm or I should be at least. It's been a year, but like I basically
But you've
know.
been doing this for a while.
Yeah, yeah. And you remember I did roommate living for a long time, as did you, of course.
Yeah.
Um,
There are no dogs.
true, true. I feel like that would have helped, honestly. Apparently, they used to have them, and they
Uh,
had to get rid of them. I don't know. Yeah,
maybe.
who knows?
I don't know. Dogs are hard to, you know, keep in circulation around lots of people.
Yeah, yeah, that is true.
In my opinion. But
I mean, yeah, I would have liked to have had uh my dog.
yeah, you
Uh,
loan your dog to our school.
I mean,
Right?
it wouldn't have been the same dog because we've had two. We've mostly stayed in uh, a two dog household for
Hmm.
for most of the last like 10 years, right? So in like 2011, 2012, we got our first dog, and her name is Lexi. We got her like pretty much as soon as you could after she was born, and uh, uh, other than that, we fostered a lot of like senior dogs in between, and they would live for a while and then they would die, and then Like because we were just like keeping them around, giving them a nice, a good send off, pretty much.
I see.
Yeah, but yeah, we did that for a while, and then we got a, and then eventually we got around to getting Buster. But our first dog, Lexi, she has been just around until now. She's just now getting to the point where we're like, okay, she's like really old. She's got a lot of cancer, and
Oh,
we're getting to the end there with her, and that's sad.
yeah.
But
But that dog must have been around for like
yes,
ever.
a long ass time, a long ass time. Yeah, it's crazy. Um, yeah, she's
I
just been
mean,
around forever.
hey, that's like, you must have lived a really fun life
Yeah,
with
she
that
was
dog.
very spoiled. She was very, very spoiled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what you're reflecting on.
I
You're
mean,
like, now that I
she
think about
is.
it.
She is very, very spoiled.
Mhm.
My stepmom spoils her to death. Like,
Whoa,
yeah, she's
poor
very
choice of
entitled.
words.
She's very entitled.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, uh,
Hey, that's sick.
but
Good for
yeah,
her.
she's had a good life. I would be okay. I would say to the best of our ability, we took care of her as best we could,
That's good.
and she had a good life. And that's if that's it for her, then that's it for her.
Mm.
You know, that's I don't like to get now. This is a really bummer topic, but right,
Oh, let's
I
get
don't.
right into it.
Yeah, I don't like to be like super like you know like depressed and shit when someone dies and stuff, right? Like I when it's like premature and stuff, yeah, that's sad. But like when you've lived like that long, when you've reached the end of your natural cycle, right? Like there's really not much anyone can do,
I
and
mean,
and
yeah.
and I don't see any sense in being like oh there was so much left over because like they had a lot of time, we they lived their life, and if they had any regrets, that's you know it sucks to
You're
be
gonna
them, but like
are you
yeah.
gonna ask her?
I mean, I don't know if I'll get a straight answer. I think she'll just look at me with her big bug eyes and just be like
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, uh and but yeah, I don't think we should. I think we should celebrate when someone lives a full life like that, instead of
Yeah.
like, uh, like mourning and like being dour and depressed and all that. We should be like, they lived a full life. We got and celebrate the time we got to spend with them.
Yeah, you can celebrate all the memories you've made with
Exactly,
that.
exactly. That's exactly right. That is, yeah, that's exactly right. And yeah, I think that's just a good attitude to have, and I don't like to yeah, I
Hey,
just don't like to be too depressed about it. But
preach.
yeah, I I think we would all be better off if we felt like that, But that's just me. I'm weird. I have a lot of weird attitudes just about everything. So take that with a grain of salt. Um or a whole like giant gallon bag of salt if you want. Do whatever you
Oh
want. I
yeah.
don't give a shit. Um but yeah, I'm going to be okay. Um
Oh,
but
that's important. That's very important.
yeah, you should always, yeah, take care of yourself. Always, yeah. Always make sure you're okay. Always look out for number 1, which is me. I'm number 1. Look out
Yeah.
for me. Audience, uh
Audience.
give us money. Patreon.com/IIHS podcast. Give us money. Uh Speaking of giving us money, Uh, once I get my little setup going, we should do our little watchathon. How do I feel about that?
Oh, you're the Indiana Jones watchathon.
Yes, yes, indeed.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be in the country for about um 2 weeks.
Now,
Two and a
when the
half
fuck
weeks.
did that happen? When the
Uh,
fuck did that happen?
hey, it's been
A long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
yeah, but I'm not exactly seeing you, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna be out of the country and away from my physical computer for about 2.5 weeks. But
What
when I come back, because it comes out on the 30th, right?
it do?
So
It do.
so that does spare us some time to do that. What do you think? What do you
I
what do you
I
say?
think we're
Given
gonna
this new news that I have just dropped on you.
I think we're gonna have to schedule around that.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's quite possibly true. There may have to be some serious scheduling around my
yeah.
unplanned trip
Uh,
to
to
I'm
uh, to where are you going?
going to Scotland,
Oh, you're going to Scotland.
and then
Nice.
I'm gonna probably take a small trip to Berlin.
I see. I see. Um,
Yes,
what part of Scotland are you going to?
Edinburgh.
I see.
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Yes.
Yes.
Uh, well, if you can spare a day, um, you should go to uh, there's this little town in this little region called Dumfries and Galloway. That's the region, and the town is called Kirkcowan. It's Kirkcowan.
Kirk Cowan.
Kirkcowan, and then if you go like
My bad. Kirk Cowan.
about 20 to 30 minutes south, you'll get to a little old body of water named Clugston Loch, and that is where my family's name comes from.
This one piece of water in the middle of Scotland.
Well, like the area like around it is the is like the I guess
That's cool
it
though.
was
I
like a
didn't know that.
barony. It was like a barony sort of situated around it, and that's where my family's name comes from. And also, by the way, the town where I live in has a business with my name in it, and I need
Like
to go and
the
stop
name
by.
Kael.
No, the name Clugston. They're my
Oh,
apparently. I think we're probably some form of cousins. So yeah, I might need to go and stop by and just be like, "Yo, what's up? I'm your cousin."
yeah. I'm gonna visit the Clugston store, support their local business.
I mean, it's a funeral home, so
Jesus Christ!
I hope I don't need to support their local business.
Oh my God, that was very unexpected.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like I don't know if that was planned because we just been freaking talking about people passing for the past 20 minutes or
Yeah.
so. What the heck? What the hell? Well, that's great. I will, if I'm interested in visiting your uh indirect family-owned funeral parlor, I'll let you know.
Well, no, this is in my town. This is in my town. This is half a mile up the road.
Oh, I see. So this is
Yeah.
not Scotland.
No, that's the weird part, right? They're in my town. I don't know these people. My dad doesn't know these people. Nobody knows these people, but they have my last name. So
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who they are or where they're from or what the fuck, but you know,
They found a way to live right next to you. Do they also have
yeah.
some connection to that lake?
I don't know. I haven't spoken to them. I need to, but I'm too much of a coward.
I see. Well, maybe when you die.
Yeah, again, hopefully I'm not supporting their local business.
Yeah,
But, if I do, hey, at least I'm in good hands, right?
right. You'll be with your own kin, at
Yeah,
least.
yeah, something like that. But I don't really want like a funeral home. I want them so when I die, right? Um have you given any thought to like what people should do after you die?
I've not. It's not something I regularly think about.
You should always have like a plan for that. So, for me, example, for example, for me, when I die, I want them to scoop out all the organs that they can either use for science or to help save a life.
I mean, I
Um,
think they should scoop out the organs anyway, right? Isn't that like the traditional process?
yes, but I just don't want anything to go to waste at all, right? And then like if you whatever else in like the flesh that you can't use, just like compost that shit. Grow some like flowers or corn or soybeans or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Uh, doing that, and then I want my family to have my skeleton,
What? What?
and I want
Your
them to like
skeleton?
pose me in a silly pose, right? So like, um, my because like they have like posed skeletons at like museums and stuff, right?
I thought you were gonna say in your house.
No, 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 no. But like people will like donate their skeletons to museums, right? To be like, oh, this is the human body, you know.
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes they donate other parts to that,
You
and
wanna be
I
like you wanna be like that couple in like the human body museum that are like having sex
no,
and
I
on
want it to be
exhibit.
silly. I want it to be silly, right?
I
I
think
want
that's kind of silly.
my number one choice for silly pose for my body is like just slipped on a banana peel and like the arms waving in the air like whoa I'm gonna fall, that
Yeah.
sort of thing. I think that'd be hilarious. I think that would be fucking hilarious. That's how I want my body to be stored. Just keep the bones like that forever, you know.
Mid slip.
Yeah, I think that'd be
What?
hilarious, especially if that's how I died in real life, right?
Yeah, I was gonna ask like what would dying that way affect how that choice of a pose.
If that's
Just
how I died,
hypothetically.
I want a little blurb next to my fucking body that says that I was totally cool with it. And there's there's audio evidence of this, okay? I am
Yes.
fully consenting to this. I think that would be fucking hilarious. Please do that. That would be so funny. I I swear to God, that would be the funniest thing in the whole world to me. If yeah.
I mean, that all sounds
Yeah.
agreeable. I mean, I think that's all like, you know, I wouldn't disagree with any of those choices. I have found that like living costs so much money and dying costs like also a lot of money.
Yeah,
So,
coffins are very expensive. Caskets are also very expensive. Yeah, no. Uh my other choice is uh also I want them to just strip me butt ass naked um
yeah.
and just dig an unmarked hole somewhere in the woods and just like kick me in there. Nobody says a word. They just like all my children just have to
So
just
they
do
just have
that.
to go to the woods to commemorate you and not know where your body is.
Well, they'll dig the little hole, right? And then they'll just like kick me in the woods and I'll just be there. You know?
Jesus. I
And
mean,
they can use this for evidence. They could be like, "No, actually my dad told us to do this." And he's been saying that since uh June
since he
7th,
wasn't even an
2023.
adult, since he wasn't even a full-grown adult, actually.
Exactly. This is what I want. This is what I want. So do either one of those things. I would prefer the first. I really want my skeleton to be like in a museum or just around the house somewhere. Just take good care of my skeleton,
You
please.
just want it to be like a decorative piece.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. You know, like some people like use like their urns and shit for like decorative pieces. I want them to do that with my skeleton. That'd be fucking dope. You know, and I don't like cremation and I don't like burial, because burial is like normal like burial that we do like nowadays is really like really bad for the environment, right? Because like these
Yeah,
caskets don't decay,
I
so
know.
yeah, so it
No, I'm
fucking
I'm with you
sucks.
there. I'm with you there. We need to find the alternative to dying.
uh, I mean, I
Like
don't
the
think there is an
traditional way.
alternative. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
The alternative to like burial and like funeral processes,
that's
yeah,
right. Yes. The process after you die.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But yeah, it's got to be what do you call it? Renovated? No.
Reformed.
Reformed, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But let's make it happen. We'll start with either one of us. I don't know what probably won't put my skeleton in a museum. Like I respect the choice, but it's probably not for me.
No, I
So,
think I think it'd be really cool if we both put our skeletons together in the museum, right? And like headphones on and like a computer, and like there's like a wall between us, and like you're on the other side, I think that would be awesome. I think that
yeah.
would be so sick. I want them to make a museum dedicated to this and to this podcast, and that's where they have both of our corpses. It's just on display doing the podcast for the
What
rest
el-
of time.
what else is an attraction to this kind of museum?
I don't know.
Is it just going to be like a whole museum of people's skeletons
No, it's
that
just
on
ours.
podcasts? No,
No, it's
just
just ours.
ours.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's dedicated specifically to this show.
Sick.
Because
If I
as you know, this is the incredibly influential and highly successful podcast, right?
oh, name drop.
They have to do they have to do a museum based on us. We're too important to the canon of podcasting for
Yeah,
them not to do it.
as soon as we pitch it, they just it's got to take effect.
Yeah, they're gonna throw money at us for real.
And we'll throw a skeleton at them.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I you can't tell me that wouldn't be dope as fuck, right?
I wouldn't be there to see it, but it sounds pretty amusing.
It would be hilarious. It would be hilarious if they just put, yeah, exactly. That would be the funniest shit ever, and I'm so here for it. I'm so fucking here for it.
I mean,
That would be so choice.
the organ thing is cool, just as an aside, you know.
Yeah.
Like that's a very responsible decision to make. I mean, I don't know. Like, what is the default to where your organs go? Do they just throw them out? Where do the organs go?
If you're not an organ donor, they will ask your family. But if your family says no, there's not really anything they can do. Yeah, it just becomes medical waste.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I think it would be cool if they. Yeah, I want them to harvest all my organs. If it helps either science
When you
or
die, you mean? Let's
yes,
just
yes.
clarify that.
I
You
mean,
don't.
well, to be fair, if they come out with like cybernetic augmentation upgrades for my organs, right? Like if they come out with like cybernetic heart or cybernetic lungs, right? I'm gonna fucking take those. I'm gonna fucking take those.
Yeah.
You can take my old shitty human organs, give it to some fucking loser who still wants to be a fleshoid or
Yeah.
one of those one of those
Take
one of
your
those
shit. Take your
yeah,
like inferior organs to your cybernetics.
exactly, exactly. I don't want to. Yeah, no, I want fucking cybernetic augmentations. That would be so fucking cool. That would be so fucking cool. I want to have robot parts. Is that too much to ask? Is it?
Um, you know, at this day and age, right now, it might be, but you know, down the line, it's definitely worth asking about. Just be like, hey, you got those? You just go to like a doctor's office and be like, hey, you got any of those cybernetics yet?
I mean, yeah, I think that would be fucking dope as hell.
Mhm.
I would, yeah, that would be fucking sweet. I would love that shit, man.
What's
I
the
want to.
first? What's the first implant you would get?
Um,
Mine are glasses.
no, I like wearing glasses. I think they're very fashionable. I would chop off my
Well, I mean that as like glasses are like kind of a cybernetic in a
oh,
sense.
I mean, kind of, yeah, I guess. Um, no, I'm talking about like replacing a body part.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm chopping off at least a leg, maybe. I think.
At least one.
Yeah. Just chopping off like my left leg, so
Just get
that
rid of
way.
that dead weight.
Well, there's gonna be like a. I'm gonna have like a like just to have like a bunch of like compartments and shit in there, right? So like, you
Were
know,
pants not enough for you?
no, not at all. I want to be able to like, when so I'm a big firearms guy. I'm a big Second Amendment guy. I'm a big concealed carry guy, right?
So you're
I
gonna be
want
like RoboCop.
You're goddamn right. I'm gonna be like RoboCop, baby. Oh my god, they're gonna pop over that compartment. I'm just gonna pull out like a fucking 50 cal, just like sayonara, baby.
Yeah,
Boom. Yeah, motherfuckers trying to run up on me, trying to run up on me for my J's. Hell
yeah.
no, hell no. They're gonna
That's
get lit up like a Christmas tree. It's gonna be gorgeous. It's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, they ran up on the wrong motherfucker. And also, I'm gonna have like a rocket thing in the bottom of my foot so I can fly. That'd be pretty fucking cool.
one rocket.
Yeah, just the one. Cause like,
Nice.
but like, imagine like I could just like turn on the rocket and just like knee someone in the balls, and they would just explode. Right? Would that not be dope? Would
I
that
mean,
not be dope?
it doesn't sound entirely legal, but if you could find the way to get that cybernetic, yes, that would be sick. I would agree.
Yeah. I want
You want that
a
you
bunch of
want that
cool.
you want that rocket concealed carry
Yeah,
metal leg.
exactly. Or just like I don't know, like maybe like fucking Wolverine claws. That'd be kind of cool. Um, or like I, like I carry like a multi tool in my car. I carry like a. It's
You
not
want
quite a
you want like a
Leatherman.
literal multi-tool in your body.
Yeah, that'd be dope as fuck, right? Like, cause like I carry it around in my car, right? But like if I take it out and it's in my pocket, it's not in my car. If I keep it in my car, it's not in my pocket, right? I want to have one that's in my body no matter where I go. That would
Yeah.
be dope. That like anytime, anywhere. Cause like if I replace like my whole left arm, right? And just like had the left forearm just be like a storage compartment for various kinds of tools, right? I could
Mhm.
I could have like so much shit, right? It would be awesome. Like a lighter, like an acetylene torch in my arm, uh or maybe butane cuz
Maybe you can choose what you want and it'll work with either fluid, you know?
yeah.
You
Uh
want that you want that adaptability in your system.
well, acetylene is really hot. But butane is useful for like a lot of things. Um Mostly I would use the butane because then I can creme brulee fucking anywhere,
Anywhere.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. You know, uh, uh, that would be so sick. So that would be another one that I would get. Um, or also just in my left arm, just a fucking machine gun. That would be dope. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Let's be real here.
Let's
Right?
just go all the way.
Right? You know, that would be the fucking concealed carry guy's dream. You know? Come on. You can't tell me that wouldn't be sick.
I mean, I won't, but I probably won't get it. But
Yeah.
I could be the guy who podcasts with a man with a machine gun for an arm. I
That
could tell
would
people
be
about
dope.
that.
That would be dope, right? Like, imagine how many YouTube views I could get. It'd just be like, sup, guys? I'm the guy with a fucking machine gun for an arm. I just light motherfuckers up at the range, you know? Now, all right. I think, all
Maybe
right.
maybe not exactly that.
Yeah. But, like, let's, all right. We do have to go to commercial, but I think we should, there's a discussion to be had based on this, right?
Okay. The appliances of a machine gun arm.
I was going to say more so like the legal ramifications, but of course, again, we do have to go to commercial, so
Yep.
we will see you in a minute. This episode has been generously sponsored by skunknuggetparenting.com, run by my own talented mother. Parenting is hard. Sometimes kids and parents are like night and day. It can be very hard to get on the same page with them, and a lot of parents have anxiety that maybe they're doing it all wrong. Luckily, there is a service out there that can help. Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions is a company that provides parent coaching services, resource referrals, and psychological profiling, along with 24/7 phone and text access in an all virtual program. Plus, the first consultation is free. In order to get this amazing service, please visit skunknuggetparenting.com. That is skunknuggetparenting.com. Thank you to Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions for sponsoring this episode. Thank you all for listening. And now, back to the podcast. All right, welcome back. Hi, everyone. We're back. We're finally, I know you missed us so much. We're back. We're
I
here.
know. It's like we never would have come back, but here we are.
You know? Yeah, I I would never abandon you like that. You know? We would never abandon you like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't speak for me. We would never abandon you.
Wait, you don't speak for me. Hey. So to chill.
No. I get to do that actually. It's a one-way policy for me.
How about you get to one-way policy these nuts? How about that? How about that?
Yeah, is that how it's described?
Yeah. What do you think? You think I'm gonna return the favor? You think I'm gonna return the favor? Hell no.
All right then.
Yeah, absolutely not.
You can
Absolutely not.
You can do that.
Of course. Yeah. So legal ramifications, right? All right. How do you think the TSA is going to do if like people are getting like these cybernetic limbs where they can just like store a fucking Glock in their shit, you know? Like how do you think the TSA is going to react, right?
Well, my assumption is that they would be detachable. Like I don't know. My impression is that most cybernetics are detachable right now and that they probably still be. And then the TSA will be like, "All right, well, I don't know.
Well, what if we're on like some
What
Luke
if the
Skywalker shit, right?
what if the
You know?
TSA got cybernetics and then it was all like, even Steven?
I mean,
Right?
yeah, maybe. Like, God, imagine like every cop's a fucking RoboCop. You know, every cop's just like decked out to the nines and fucking cybernetic bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Then
that would be crazy.
how do we feel about that? I mean, I think it would work. I think like then everyone could have a cybernetic if they wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where we're going in the future. I think, yeah, I think given the world of like elective surgeries, right? I think there's no way
Yeah,
it's not gonna do
what's
that.
what's the next step from that? It's obviously um, metal concealed sidearms.
Hey man, you know, I think the government's gonna be on some shit with that, you know, because I'm sure they probably wouldn't allow that now. I don't know if there's a law against that, but I'm sure they probably don't allow that now, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that probably makes sense. I mean they never had to deal with somebody who
Yeah.
who's got a metal leg with a concealed firearm yet.
What if they? I mean, I can't. You know, they make very small like firearms and shit, right? You know, like overall, they make firearms smaller than the average dick. You know, right? Like, you know, you can if you can walk around all day and like nobody sees your dick, right? Then
Mhm.
like, you know, you can walk around all day and nobody would see your gun, right? And if you could probably fit a decent sized weapon, you know, I've got pretty big calves, right? So if they made a leg that looked like my calves, I could probably fit a decent sized gun in there, you know, right? Like it would work, you know, and I'm sure they could make like the prosthetic legs and shit with like a hollow compartment. You could put, you know, you could fit anything in there. You know, you could, you know, fit candy for the kiddos or a fucking gun. You know, right? Like,
Yeah, we're not gonna think of we're not, our understanding of limit or like alternatives to what you can put in the gun stops there. It stops at candy and
yeah,
gun.
I need to ask a lawyer about this. I think we need to ask a lawyer about this. Any lawyers out there who hear this, let us know if that's legal. If you're allowed to if you're allowed to concealed carry a gun in your prosthetic leg. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
we
but
need
like,
some legal advice here.
not for us, for a friend, for a friend.
Yeah,
Don't. Yeah, yeah,
for
definitely not us.
for any potential cybernetic uh
Yeah,
purveyors.
yeah, cybernetics, prosthetics, whatever. You know, it just because you're an amputee doesn't mean you're not allowed to stay strapped. You know, that's Second Amendment, baby. You know, we even let blind people stay strapped for some reason. That's still
Yeah,
fucking stupid, but whatever. Fuck you. Fuck you, federal government. You're dumb. Uh, um, what else? Oh, I'm getting a little bit of a headache. It's
I
brain
know.
freeze.
I
Brain
know.
freeze
It's
from
this
this.
discussion of blind people carrying
Yeah.
firearms that
Is
hurts your
that
brain.
yeah. That I mean, should that not hurt your brain at least a little bit? Just be like, wow, that's kind of fucked up.
I
That
mean,
is a little bit fucked up.
if they followed all the laws, then
But they can't they physically can't be safe with it, you know? They couldn't. They couldn't like what how would they make sure it's not like
whoa,
pointing at someone, you know?
you don't want to disrespect the blind community. This sounds like a great like gag though.
What are
It's
they
just
gonna do? Shoot me? What are they gonna do? Shoot me? They're gonna miss.
it's like you gotta respect their right to to carry firearms, even if they're blind, even if
I
they
mean,
literally cannot see.
good luck hitting me is all I'm gonna say. Good luck hitting
Yeah,
me. Yes. I,
serpentine.
no, I'm known for being very quiet. Every like everyone in my family, I could just like sit very, very still and very quietly on a couch and just nobody hears me or notices me until they look up and they're like, "Holy shit!" And I just scare the shit
Whoa.
out of them, and I'm just sitting there. You know, it's yeah. So like, good luck hitting me, I guess. You know,
Hmm.
good luck, good luck. You know, I mean, I don't actually wish you luck. I don't actually want to be shot. I feel like that's probably obvious. Uh yeah. If you want to shoot me, I feel like there's something wrong with you. I feel like I'm a delight. I'm a sweet treat. You should examine your reasoning as to why you might want to shoot me, because I think maybe you're wrong. You know, have you considered the possibility that you're wrong and maybe you're just trying to take it out on me when really the problem is you?
Is blind people with guns.
Yeah, exactly. So, really, really examine that. Really, really think about that. I want you to think about that and get back to me. Okay. You know, you go ahead. You work on that and you get back to me.
I'm okay. I'm cool with it,
You're cool if somebody wants to shoot me or if somebody wants to shoot you.
um, you know, I would like to hear them out first, but you know, it's I wouldn't put it past these people, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't think I've done anything worthy of being shot for, to be honest. You know, I'm a pretty stand up guy, I would say. You know, I would argue that.
Yes.
I haven't killed anyone yet. I haven't committed any heinous felonies. Yeah, you know, yeah. So I couldn't tell you why you might want to shoot me, but I would urge you to reconsider. I think
Yeah.
I think I don't know if that's gonna bring you peace, honestly. I think maybe that's just gonna bring more strife to your day-to-day life, and I don't wish that upon you. I think you should think about that, and I think you should reconsider. You know, and I mean, like like if you still arrive at that conclusion that that's what needs to happen, good luck, but I don't know how well that's going to work out for you. I I think I think maybe that might lead you to more problems down the line, and yeah, good
Yeah,
luck.
my death will haunt you, is what you're telling them.
Yeah, I mean, in a spiritual sense, I don't think you'll be able to find peace, but also just like legally, you're you're gonna struggle to get out of that. I would argue. So,
But what if I got away with it?
I mean, I would argue that that would be a miscarriage of justice. I think, you know, I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything. If I would argue that that would be an unjust homicide. And
Yeah, but you argue that blind people having the legal right to carry firearms is also the same thing.
I mean,
So,
but it is. But it is. We don't let mentally ill people use them because they won't be safe with them. But how about we're letting a blind motherfucker who doesn't know what he's aiming at, we're letting him have a gun. That doesn't seem fair, personally. I'm gonna say that isn't quite fair, to be honest.
yeah,
And I am opposed to that.
this
That's
perfectly seeing person who also cannot carry a firearm is arguing this.
Yes, exactly. Well, maybe not perfectly seeing, but I wear glasses. If you wanted to say that I need to wear glasses if I'm going to use a firearm outside of my own home, you know
Fine.
what? That's fair, right? Because I'm not allowed to drive without my glasses. That's totally fair. That is totally fair. If you want to say, hey, you need to use some time, some type of visual correction, that makes a lot of sense to me. But there's absolutely no way a blind person can use a gun safely unless there is somebody else helping them. But they should not be able to
Do you think
own.
support? You think they'd have support pets that like help people shoot guns?
I mean, I don't think so. I, I don't know how you would like hear them
I'm just
over the
positing the
noise.
question.
Yeah, I I I've never heard of that, and I don't think it exists. But if it does, it wouldn't surprise me. You know,
Mhm.
I wouldn't be surprised by anything at this point anymore. You know, I've seen it all. I've seen it all. I've heard it all. You know, I'm just tired. I'm
You're
just tired.
just, you're
Yeah,
just done with it.
I am 100%.
You've had enough.
I have, and I'm over it. I am 200% over it. Not even 100%.
Over the
200%.
moon.
No, over the moon means I'm happy. I'm not over the moon.
You're
I
not over
am
the moon. You were just done with it.
I am 100%. 100%.
Okay.
And I don't think anyone can blame me for that. I've 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 seen it all and I've heard it all. I've smelled it all. I've tasted it all, and I'm done with it.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
I
if you're at that point, then I I can't see why you wouldn't be.
yeah, and you know, my frustration is justified. I think we all can agree to that. You know, I am justified in my feelings of being frustrated. But,
Yes.
you know,
What frustrates you? Give us more.
oh my god. Oh my god, you have no idea. You have no idea.
Well,
Uh
enlighten me. What is?
um I really don't like uh um well, for example, right, my neighbor, he got
Yeah.
me up very early today at like 9 something because he was like mowing, or he was like weed whacking or like mowing his lawn, and he was like revving it a whole bunch, right? Like he wasn't like
He thinks
doing
this
it
is like
all at once.
motorcycle.
Yeah, yeah, he was like doing that, and it was very frustrating. It woke me up very early, and I was not happy about that. So I'm frustrated about that. Um, what else? Oh, I'm very frustrated about the price of milk at the grocery store I went to yesterday. It was like $4 for 1 gallon of whole milk. You know,
What is the normal standing price?
less than that.
Less than $4.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a lot of milk, isn't it?
that's just a gallon.
I mean, you can get less quantities. You get smaller quantities of milk if you
Do you
wanted.
know how much milk I go through? Are you aware of how much milk I go through?
I'm gonna guess it's a lot.
It is a lot. I go through a gallon in about 2 or 3 days. That's how fast I go through it.
What are you drinking with all that milk?
Milk. I drink it straight.
You just
I
drink it
drink that shit
straight?
straight. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. I so first of all, I
You
need
just
to.
body gallons of milk
Yes. First of
every
all, I need
every few
to.
days.
Yeah.
What is your reasoning for why you need to?
So I have hypocalcemia, which is like my body doesn't have enough calcium. So if I go without milk for a few days, I cramp up really bad.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I have to make sure my calcium stays up. But
What else? What
also
else has lots of calcium?
cheese, um,
Hmm,
just other various dairy products.
I see. There's nothing
But
else that's like, oh, wow, this also has lots of calcium.
I mean, they have it in the water to some extent. They put it in the water, but you know, yeah. Other than milk, that's like the best uh, uh, source. You know, it was
Mm.
all right. So it was really bad when I came back from DR. Uh,
Oh, really?
yeah, I don't know if it was because I was so dehydrated and it took a couple days to get my salts back, or because I hadn't had milk in all that time. But either way, it was not good for me.
Oh, no.
Not everything was coming up Millhouse. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I cramped up a little bit. You know, I get like really bad like Charlie horses, and then also so like my pinky toe will like, if I like stretch my feet out, my pinky toe will like go down and just sort of like lock in place, and I'll get like a huge cramp in the middle of like my um foot, and that's also very painful. So
Oof.
yeah, not fun, not
You-
a good time.
So you gotta milk up.
I do. I gotta down that shit.
Gotta keep that calcium high.
I do. Or bad things happen.
Mhm.
Bad things happen, and I'm not a big fan of that.
No,
I
I
am
would
not a
hate
big fan.
cramps suck.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad all throughout like boarding school. It was really really bad.
You didn't get your milk?
I didn't. And like back when when I came home from boarding school, like it would so I had to walk a lot in high school. We had really big we had a really big building, and like it would just be like a lot of walking. There was multiple stories. Like there was a part of the school that had like 3 stories, right? And
Yeah.
I would have so
You'd have to
I would
walk
get
up all
in.
those.
Yeah, I would get in about like a mile or two of walking per day, right?
Yeah.
And so like I would get those cramps at at night, right? Like because they mostly happen in the middle of the night, and um like it would be so bad like the next day, right? Because it would hurt during the day after as well, right? Like it
Oh,
would cramp up, and then it would just like residual painful like through the rest of the day, like sometimes even after that. um and yeah, I would just like there were days when I had to not go because I just couldn't walk on it, or I would just be limping really bad on it. It was really really painful. So
oof.
eventually I went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, "Oh yeah, you're probably hypocalcemic." And I'm like, "Oh shit,
Uh,
okay, yeah." Uh, so yeah, I
well,
had to go
at
and
least they found
fix
out
that.
why you were having like that kind of
Hmm.
problem, you know. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
There, you need like a prescription for milk.
yeah. That's exactly what he said it was. Uh,
No, like what you would need.
oh yeah, I mean, but that's exactly what he told me to do, right? He just said drink at
Drink
least a full
lots.
glass of whole milk per day. So
Whoa.
I do, and yeah, if not more, I drink a lot of milk. That's some shit. That's
That's
some
some
shit.
shit.
And I go through it real fast.
You don't mix anything with your milk. You're like
Nope,
pretty.
straight,
You're on the.
straight. If it's my, so like normally at home, right? Um, nobody else drinks whole milk, so I just drink it straight out of the fucking jug like a madman. I'm crazy. I'm fucking wild. I'm nutty,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah,
You gotta. You gotta live. Life without pain means lots of milk.
yeah. But so if you have similar issues, by the way, um, so it like almost always happens when I'm like laying down, right? The best way to fix it is to immediately get up, stand up, put weight on it, because it will fix it. It will like lock it back into how it was like before it started cramping, and it'll stop doing the pain. It'll still
Interesting.
hurt, but if it's not cramping for like a full 30 seconds to a minute, it's a lot better. Um, like it'll the pain will stop faster. Like it'll only last for like an hour as opposed to a full fucking day. So definitely do that. But yeah, I would argue stay hydrated and drink a lot of milk. It's very important. And yeah, I think that's a good place to lead into the big red button question.
Yeah.
Do you have anything for us?
Something with milk.
I mean, all right. Hmm. Okay. I think I've got one.
Okay.
You get free milk for the rest of your life, but it has to be skim.
But milk is also expensive.
Yeah,
It
right?
has to be
So,
skim?
yes.
Ugh. I mean, like, I know for some people that's not a problem, but that's because they,
They have bad
they're,
taste. They have bad taste.
well, they just have terrible tolerance for lactose. Like,
Well,
terrible.
oh, so they're weak. So they're weak and cowardly.
What are you? You have a calcium deficiency.
Yes, I'm the opposite of lactose intolerant. I have a lactose dependence. So
Yeah, but that makes you like the opposite of weak.
yes, it makes me incredibly powerful. Where I drink so much milk and it makes me so big and strong that like the haters, they ain't got shit on me. They can't do nothing to me.
I see. You
Yeah,
are you are above it.
I am, and the haters wish they could be me.
Well, okay. Um, I don't think I drink milk as much as you do. So, like, I would just compensate with the price and have whatever milk I like. 'Cause I mean, like, I like all kinds of milk. I don't think like it matters to me if it's 2% whole or 1%. But I feel like I definitely notice if it was skim milk. And that would just not fly. I would just rather pay for, you know, the like I already do to
Yeah,
get milk that's
that's
not skim. I'm paying for milk that isn't skim in a way.
yes, exactly. I would never press that button. Yeah. I
No.
couldn't and I wouldn't because
Yeah,
A, it wouldn't have enough calcium anyway cuz
it would just like make your whole life like flip it upside
miserable.
down. Yeah.
Miserable. Miserable. I would rather die. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
I'm out.
you'd be in a lot of pain.
Yeah. That would be terrible though. Like I don't know, milk prices are bad, but they're not that bad. They are not that bad.
Hmm.
They're not even close to bad enough where I would consider that. Yeah. Fuck
Ah,
that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah. But I think that's probably about I think that's probably about it, right?
sick. Yeah. We hit the
Uh
red button.
yeah. This is a very milk heavy episode.
I'm kind of for it.
Based. We're mammals, right? You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. So let's talk all about fucking milk.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's how the
People
song goes.
people put a lot of work into getting that milk into a grocery store. So
Damn right.
we gotta recognize what value it
Yeah.
has.
Props to all you out there putting
All you
milk in
all
the
you
in the
milk
fridge
drinkers
yourselves. Yeah,
all you milk drinkers out there, we are
big
connected.
ups. Milk drinkers with detached earlobes. If you're lactose intolerant or your earlobes are attached, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get out of here.
I mean, even okay. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, even if you still drink milk and you're lactose intolerant, like I don't,
Oh yeah. If you're willing to go through the sacrifice to be normal,
because
we also support that.
that's honestly a lot of people. A lot of people, well, not like a lot of people, but you know, people can be lactose intolerant and still choose to drink milk and consume
Yes.
dairy products and
They're
just
going through the sacrifice to
go
be
through the
normal. Yeah.
pain.
Yeah, exactly. It's worth it. It's worth it. Let's
Yeah,
not pretend it's not. But yeah.
yeah. You
Yeah.
have a dependency on it, but they
Exactly.
they're
Exactly.
just there for the kicks.
Exactly. I've got a prescription. I've got a prescription. What's your excuse? Yeah. But yeah. Fuck yeah, milk drinkers. Hell yeah. Um in fact, if you are a milk drinker and you want to support this podcast full of milk drinkers, why don't you head on over to patreon.com/IIHS podcast. Like our patron, Justin Connor. Thank you, Justin. Very appreciated all the support you give. It's very, very appreciated. We
Oh
love it.
yeah.
If you want to, get a cool shout out like that, $3 tier. If you want to listen to these episodes ad free and as soon as they're done editing, which is often like 6 days early, head on over, go get on over there. What are you waiting for? What are you doing?
Get on over where?
To patreon.com/IIHS
There
podcast.
you
Again,
go.
all one word. If you want to find us on social media, we are on Twitter and Instagram. No Blue Sky yet, but we are on Twitter and Instagram at IIHS podcast. Again, all one word. And go follow us over there. That's the best place to get updates, ask us Q&A questions, do topic suggestions, stuff like that. That's the best place to go and reach us. So
yeah, if you want,
definitely go over there.
Amuse us, and we will amuse you.
Indeed, exactly. That's the price you pay.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you guys very much for listening. It's very appreciated, and we'll talk to you guys next week.